The Tennessee Titans select Jonnu Smith, tight end, Florida International.
Well, Philadelphia is a tough town. Jonnu Smith is one tough player. It was on Halloween night that his girlfriend, in an argument, poured boiling water on this player. It was expected that he would miss 3 games. He only missed 1. So if you want tough, Jonnu Smith is your guy.
I'll tell you, I love the pick because I think what they're doing is Marcus Mariota is their centerpiece. He's their guy, and they're helping him get better with weapons that they're providing him. Think about Jonnu Smith. 2014 as a sophomore, this kid has 10 catches of 20 or more yards, finishes with 61 receptions. Then he has a knee injury, misses 4 games in 2015, comes back and has a productive year overall. Fast at 4.62 speed, strong upper body, very athletic, a 38 vertical for a kid almost 6'3", nearly 250 pounds. He will be a weapon in the passing game for Marcus Mariota.
And really, he has change of direction and the ability to make defenders miss after the catch. I thought he was impressive when studying his tape, when he had the ball in his hands for a tight end, really an F tight end, a move tight end.
Look at his weapons.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
The accumulation of traits continues down here. They're really they're trying to build a fast football team on the perimeter. They took care of the interior. They took care of the offensive line already. They took care of the running backs. Now they're getting you some Ferraris out there on the outside. Look out now.
Building from the inside out.
That's
in Tennessee.
Right.
Denver on the board.
All right. With the 101st pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Brendan Langley, DB Lamar. Welcome to the no-fly zone, young man.
Well, he's going to learn from some of the best there. You're exactly right. No-fly zone in full effect, and this is the latest member, Mel.
Former Georgia Bulldog, former wide receiver, goes to the cornerback spot, adjusts, has 6 interceptions this past year for Lamar. At his best in press coverage, shows the ability to make plays on the ball when he's off as well. Decent ball skills, sometimes somewhat of a straight line speed guy, but willing tackler, consistency. I've watched the Incarnate Word game, East State game from 2015. You think about what he can do at the pro level. He needs to be developed. I think he's a guy, you talk about corners that can't be forced in there with the Denver Broncos. Needs a little more time, but he did have a decent year in the Southland Conference with those 6 picks. And he also has ability as a punt returner. 6'1", 201, good size, has the versatility to help out initially on special teams.
Yeah, he's a playmaker. He really is. I think, he had 6 interceptions last year. I think effective when he's used in press man, press zone. And like you said, he has the tools to develop. Over 6 feet, the 32-inch arms, 4.4 speed. It's a good pick at this point in the draft.
Well, and he's going to learn from Aqib Talib, Chris Harris, and Bradley Roby. Oh, by the way, T.J. Ward as well, and Darian Stewart. So it's a luxury pick for them because of what's going on and how we can learn around those players. Seattle pick is in. Let's listen.
Go Hawks. With the 102nd pick in the NFL draft, the 27th NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Nazair Jones, D-tackle, North Carolina.
Well, this is simply a remarkable story. The fact that this kid played college ball, let alone being drafted, is amazing. He woke up after playing a high school game in November of 2011 unable to stand. He couldn't understand why there was excruciating pain in his legs. He was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, a chronic disease that affects the nervous system. When Larry Fedora, the North Carolina head coach, came for his recruiting visit, he had to say, "Coach, can I sit down because my legs are in so much pain?" Fedora believed in him, and boy, it has paid off. This kid made it back and made it back big.
He really did. 6'5 1/4", 305 pounds. This past year, he had a career high 70 tackles. You watch him here, number 90, in athleticism that he shows for a big guy. 9.5 tackles for loss, forced a fumble, broke up 3 passes, solid against the run all year. What you want to see is a little bit more big playability, getting into the backfield and getting some sacks. Had 2.5 sacks this year, 1 hurry. You look at the Stanford game, you go through the year, there were times where he flashed early round ability, but you know when you flash early round ability, Todd, you have talent. He has it. If he can develop and become more consistent, maybe Seattle find themselves, at this point, a defensive tackle who can get into the backfield down the road and help that defensive line.
Yeah, he's a player to develop. The production you mentioned, just 5 sacks in 34 career games, but I thought he was a consistent one-gap defender, did a really good job in the run game. You know, he is long levered, 34.5-inch arms. He's got big, heavy hands, and he really does a good job working off the blocks and can make some plays versus the run. So I think there's some developmental upside, and he could be an ascending player if Seattle develops him properly.
Look, he's got really good scheme recognition. I think as far as the run game is concerned, this guy understands blocking schemes, understands gap control, understands hand use, pad level. It's just not going to always be flashy. He's not going to be like Malik McDowell. He's not that kind of player, but they are accumulating